Now, Under the Seat with Joe St. Louis. Brought to you by SBT.
This is part 2 of our carburetor section to answer Larry's question from last week. Last week I showed you how the carburetor operated. Now I'm going to show you how to rebuild it. In order to rebuild your carburetor, you're going to need a carburetor rebuild kit, like this one available from SBT. Inside your kit are all the diaphragms and gaskets necessary to rebuild your carburetor. Let's get down to it. Let me show you how to rebuild the fuel pump section. First, you'll need to replace these inlet and outlet check valves, which come in the kit. Next, you'll need to replace this fuel filter, which also comes in the kit. Then there's a couple of gaskets. We have this one here, and this one here. Next comes the pump body, which we install like so. Then we have one more gasket for that. Now I would install the pump diaphragm, but first I want to show you that I've already installed my pump cover gasket on this pump cover. We install the pump diaphragm, the pump cover, screw it down, and that completes the pump rebuild section. Now that I've shown you how to rebuild the fuel pump section, let me show you how to rebuild the regulator section. First thing you want to do is replace this high-speed check valve with this, which comes in the kit. Then you need to install your gasket. Then you install the distributor body. Next is your inlet control arm and spring. You install the spring. You install the control arm, making sure the arm goes underneath the loop on the inlet needle. And then you install the screw. Now that we've installed our 3 screws for our distributor block and our control arm, we can install our regulator diaphragm. Finally, we can install our atmospheric chamber and screw it down. That completes our rebuild of the carburetor. Now that we've completed Larry's question, if any of you would like to have your question answered on Under the Seat, go to sbtontheweb.com to the forum section and submit your question. If your question is chosen, you'll receive an SBT goodie package with a free t-shirt. I'm Joe St. Louis, looking forward to seeing you again next week on Under the Seat.